Dudes with wrenches here. What are we doing today? I'll tell you what we're doing today. We're working on this F600 1976 model, and we're going to get her running and out of this shed because this isn't a made for YouTube content story. This is more of a, hey man, I need help getting a truck going. Could you come along? So a few things have been done to this truck already to try to get it going. I'm coming in halfway to assist, and you get to watch what we gotta go through to get this thing out of the shed, on the road, and back home. And maybe by the end, we'll explain what we're doing with this thing. All right, let's go. Big old two barrel. We have what we think is some variant of a 360 or 390. Somebody has already started trying to get her running. And yeah, a little bit of new wiring, some coil action, brand new coil?
New coil.
New coil. So, what are we going to start with?
I figure we'll put a fuel pump on it and run a line into a fresh can of gas and see how that works first.
Alright, so straight into fuel pumpage. So I guess make sure we have the right fuel pumpage?
Yeah.
Yep. Fuel pump lives down yonder. Down there. See it? See it? Right there. That's it. Where the hose is. We're going to try to see if we can change that out and bring this thing back to life with a brand new one. Ford likes to bury things. Go Ford.
Success. Right, what are we gonna do to disconnect lines first?
It might be a little difficult once the pump's off. That one looks disconnected.
That is disconnected. That's the outlet.
Oh, that's a spring clamp.
Yeah.
The beloved spring clamp.
This one they didn't want to get away. Suppose you got a pair of pliers, do you?
I did not. I actually stared at a pair of pliers a couple times and
Yeah.
told myself, nah, he's got tools.
We have ice grips and everything are in that red toolbox.
Oh, yeah, that other toolbox we don't have. No, these tools don't work. I mean, it's an old farm truck. It's got to have tools in there, right? Oh, that you couldn't ask for something more than that, right? See, you didn't need me to bring your red toolbox. Let me write that one.
Right.
Maybe. We'll see.
There's a vice grip.
There's a
It's
vice
not
grip.
really.
I mean, I would assume you'd need a toolbox in the back of one of these for this Rube Goldberg device.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look, there's wrenches on the back of the seat. You see that?
Yeah.
That's a good idea right there. I better bring the light. Bring the light. You can't break it. We need that.
I got more hose clamps. Probably not going to end up using that line anyway.
There you go. Just shave back the dirt. It'll be fine. Your actual vice grip brand vice grips work it.
Well, I'm trying to get the line off.
Ta-da! Sweet. That thing is a monster. Our new one look like that?
It does.
Oh, good deal. And they had it in stock.
I did have it in stock. How was it?
Yeah. I'm going to give that to O'Reilly's on this one. In stock. Oh, it kind of matches. Look at that.
Ta-da!
It's a birdie.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Even got the same outlets, inlets, outlets.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it's got two of them. So we're going to need that little piece of hose too, huh?
That comes with a new one.
Oh, even better.
Just out of curiosity. Fuel pump probably isn't the problem.
We don't want to know that. We'll figure that out later. This is a Swaptronics test.
All right. We're just gonna throw parts at it till it runs.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna do the old smell test on the old step tank here. Well, you know, I've smelled worse that's ran.
Yeah.
So it'll be fine. We should try. So after further investigation of lines, we gave up, and this is the old pump. We think it might have been working, but it wasn't pulling fuel. And then when we did a little bit of smell test, it didn't smell terrible. We did a flashlight test, and I can kind of show you. See how it looks red in there? Because that's all rust. That's rust floating in the gasoline. We're going to choose to go with the old fuel tank in the passenger floor. That's probably why that one don't work, because it pulled up a bunch of gunk, and now it's all clogged because there's no real filter between the tank and this pump. So back to putting a new pump on and running some new lines. Cross-threaded threads are threads too. What do we say it is in here, about 8 degrees?
It's not real warm or conducive for fingers and doing precision work.
Precision work.
No, either I made it through the hole in the gasket or I made a new hole.
All right, let's investigate where we can put a gas tank can thingamabobs. There's a lot of stuff in here. Ooh, miceys. All right, we got some things out of the way. We got some mothballs. Didn't keep the mice out, maybe for a little while. Dryer sheets. It's a misbelief. Dryer sheets may keep mice away for a little while, but like anything that deters mice, once it loses its odor, the mice are going to come and play. But, you know, it probably did something for a little while. I'm not sure the fan motor's any good, just to let you know up there.
No, I turned the switch on the other day and no dice.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit of a cold drive back with a bunch of the fan motor assembly missing. There's a lot of liquid on the floor up here. What's up with that?
I don't know, probably a heater core.
You know, possibly brake fluid?
Yeah, it could be any of that stuff that was in that box all leaked out.
Okay. All right, let's dig through the mouse mess and just get rid of all of this enjoyable happiness. Oh, these are rags, scouring pads. Oh, those are, keep those. Oh, what's that? Oh, we got the WD-40 brand new in a bag. Oh man, it's even got a search for 2,000 uses. This is an old can right here. What's the focus? Oh, it was $2.89. Can't be that old. That's an expensive can. Well, maybe, I don't know, what's WD-40 cost these days? Oh, $7/12/02. This can was bought in 02. I mean, that's only what, you know, 20 years ago? 20-year-old can of WD-40. What are we doing in the old fuel pump up here?
Well, the pump's on. I thought I'd replace this filter and a little piece of line, and of course it's real easy to get to. Hose clamps are stripping out.
So good life decisions going on.
Fun stuff.
So, new fuel pump, new filter on the carb, new coil.
New coil.
You proved it had spark last time you were here.
I think I overestimated on my hose clamp size.
A little big?
A little big.
You'll have that.
We are going to have to find a place to hang this coil that's a little better though.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. I got zip ties in the truck, so wherever you want to put it, we'll zip tie her down.
Because I'm not sure the best way to even go about trying to get that out.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, but that's a screw, and if you turn that nut, there's a screw head facing
on
the water
side.
pump.
Yeah, so that's, we'll just zip tie it to that one. So set it down in next to it and we'll zip tie them together.
That'll work.
Yep, I think that's a good.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. And then we'll run some zip ties around her, and she'll just be a little sister coil.
Yeah, for now.
Yep.
Permanently.
Permanently.
Temporarily permanent.
Yep. Better put a second one on there too, just because.
Double trouble.
Yep.
Any real zip tie mechanic. Holy buckets.
Flush cutters. I carry those with me everywhere. You can't use zip ties without flush cutters. Yep. professional installed now.
Yeah.
See the hole? All right, you see daylight through it? Okay, there's a hole. We don't love running hose and gas across the pedal area, but hey, we only got that much hose, so we're limited to where we can go. So we're gonna stuff her through there. Definitely a good call to do this in the winter. I mean, I'm feeling it. As long as the ambient temperature in the cab is the same as outside, I'm pretty sure the window won't freeze over. I mean, just don't breathe.
Yeah, right. Was there some spray oil or something in the back of that? In that box?
We'll go see if we have some lubrication.
You found a 20-year-old can of WD-40.
Oh, I did. I did find that 20-year-old WD-40. Well, WD-40's got to be good for something. I mean, it's cold enough. If I spit on it, it won't help. So
Right, that's what I was going to try, but I don't think I get my spit that far.
yeah.
Oh, it sprays.
Oh man, that's the good WD-40 before it went all not good.
When was that?
I don't know, about 20 years ago, I'm guessing.
The trick we needed.
There you go. Winning. Look, it's got this guy on it. It says, search for 2,000 uses.
Oh man.
That was definitely a slogan at some point. Stops squeaks, cleans and protects, loosens rusty parts, frees sticky mechanisms, drives out moisture. Drives it. Yep. Lubes up your makeshift gap. Ooh, that's a good sounding door. Okay.
Hose clamp, I can't see and reach at the same time.
See, reach, and touch. Whoa! We're in business. I question where that leaky dash fluid is, that master cylinder right there. We have brakes. It'll be fine.
We don't know that yet.
Shh! Don't say things like that. It'll hear you. Out of gear. It's turning over good. Let's not kill the battery.
Let's get some angel breath.
All right. Put some gas down the vent tube, are we?
Yeah, either that or it's all just running down inside the motor. I can't tell because it's taking a lot.
Yeah, maybe enough is enough at this point then. Because I'm betting something stuck, is what I'm guessing.
It's not leaking to the outside, so that's a good start.
Yeah, just maybe to the inside. So there should be some gas in it now. Yes, good shot. There we go. All right, give her a shot. It's trying. Ford starter. What's that?
Who would have guessed when it's this cold the choke is your friend?
Yeah, weird. Fine. Working great. It actually runs really smooth. You're gonna idle? Okay, yeah, I can see the choke now. Your choke looks completely closed from here. There you're open. You ever check Alright, so it's got some water coolant stuff in it. That gas can into the basket leaking all over something. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's just spraying everywhere.
That's a new piece of hose.
Yeah.
Is it just that too big hose clamp isn't clamping?
Potentially. And I would almost think that bubble flare should be inside the line.
Well,
potentially.
I wondered about that too.
Yeah. I don't think that hose clamp was doing hose clamp things.
What'd you do with that Phillips?
Seems better. Headlights are on. Means we got an alternator. Maybe.
Kids, we gotta figure out how to turn this on.
Okay.
Because that's too tall to fit out the door. They said we got to let that roll back down the ramp to get enough clearance and then pull it back up.
Oh, even better. Because you leave it in the up position so it doesn't fit out the door.
Well, then it hangs way out the back and it doesn't fit in the shed.
Oh, okay. Look at all this fancy beltage.
Main drive to run the whole thing is off the drive shed. That's the big lever on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, we got to find the lever to engage the transmission to run that winch.
Okay, usually that's mounted over here, isn't it?
Right, but there's nothing.
There's nothing. What's the thing on the column?
It says tanks on it. It's like it's a tank switcher.
Okay, it's turning, but I don't know how to make it go back.
Okay, so that just throws that winch in neutral. So now I suppose we just have to pull on it to let it freewheel down.
Oh, because that holds it up once it's there?
Right.
Alright. Let's try to dump fuel everywhere while we're doing this. Yeah. Alright. Is it gonna be enough?
And it's not the greatest idea I've ever had, but
And if you want to extend the hose, we could do something with that too. How far do you need to be? Can we set the gas stand between the shifters?
yeah, but then it's less stable too.
Yeah, but we can zip tie the gas can to that side lever. Not enough room. I'm not sure that's going to get you where you need to be on your shifter.
Right.
So we're just going to deal with the short hose.
Well, let's see what my hose looks like.
Goodish.
Better-ish.
So I can get it tied up here.
Works for me.
Alright, grab some zip ties. Doing all the fancy stuff now, like putting air cleaners on and whatnot. Getting somewhere. Let's try to. way ahead of ourselves, but you know. We found some random garbage on the ground. Piece off on them safety gas cans. There's a fucking spider stuck in there. He'll be fine. Spider ain't gonna stop the brakes from working.
If he plugs the hole, he will.
It's kind of bad they kind of stuck that up underneath the cab there. More than what was in there, right? Yeah, it's pretty close to full.
Yeah, that's the shittiest thing I've ever seen.
Yep. I mean, better than under the floor, maybe? I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
Kidding me? I mean, you spun the back tires, but it was pushing on the fronts, and they're in holes, but it wasn't.
I'm in gear and the clutch is out. Look back there and see if anything's spinning or doing
there ain't nothing spinning. Well, dry shaft spinning here. Okay, dry shaft spinning here, spinning there, no rear drive shaft.
Where's the shaft spinning at?
It's stopped spinning right here at the coupler. Let it out, spin it again. Yep, stop. Stop. It's right there.
Broken or just kicked out of gear?
Kicked out. Something in this Rube Goldberg mess just isn't engaged. There it is.
I got it back in gear.
Okay. That tire's not rolling.
What about the other one?
This one's rolling. This one's sliding. Oh,
Still sliding?
still sliding. There she goes. There she popped. There she popped. There she's rolling. All right. Well, watch, you got about a foot. You got to go back. But you did push it back a little bit because it was knocking it around. All right. Let me try to get up here. All right, pull. Need me to pull slack out?
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta drag it on the ground to get it out the door, I guess.
Well, and watch on the back too, so it turn and hit the wall.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're down quite a bit, so pretty much gonna have to go straight forward. Okay, you're good back here. Keep going. Okay. I'm gonna pull it down just a little more.
I feel better if it goes back about in front of the shoulder starts.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. We have no power steering right now.
Okay.
If we shut it off and add fluid before we start having to jockey through the door.
Yeah, might as well. I'd feel better if we were a little farther down. Because if the truck goes up anymore, it's going to get into that door.
So it doesn't end up pulling the whole thing out because we got more weight on the ground.
Gotcha.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
A lot of tails, but I think it's lower than the door. It's got to be lower than that front piece.
Right.
I'll yell at you. Remember that? What's popping out of gear?
Let drive.
Okay.
Side, I can't see it too dirty.
You're good. Keep going. Yep.
What was that?
You're just rubbing on this side, but you're almost out the door.
If I keep going, will it come past or?
Yeah, it should. Okay, stop. So now you're into the side.
What?
You need to crank right. There you go. Okay, straighten it out. Okay, stop. We gotta winch that chute back up. You engage and then let it idle.
Yeah.
Okay, I think once it winches it up, you're out the door, so.
Right.
You're not engaged somewhere. I think your lever's gotta go down. There.
Go up and lock it in.
Really?
Yeah.
Because this bar is hidden right there.
Yeah, I know.
It's not possible. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Because it hits the bottom of that plate.
Close, it's trying, it's just... Okay, pushing up on it.
That's up.
Alright, hold on. The coupler is just full of old grease, I think. There, now it should go.
There it goes. Well, that should at least try to get you out the door a little. I tried jumping back on the track. But...
Okay, yeah, that's going to be the other deal we don't want.
Yeah, so just straighten out and go straight so this kind of gets straighter.
Yeah, and then we'll pull it the rest of the way.
Yeah, then we'll pull it the rest of the way once the truck's out the door a little farther. Well, it's obviously something's not pulled in right. There it goes. There is a lot of ways to measure victory, but I do think you have to consider what got you there. Being prepared, implementing a well-crafted plan, or just willpower and dumb luck. Through bitter cold, a little bit of money, and a lot of time, backed up by a little bit of redneck ingenuity, we managed to pull a relic lost to time from its slumber. And that in itself is a victory in my book. Let's just hope our luck holds out. It was last registered in '91 in December.
Because he had to let that down to get it in the building too. I ain't fixing it right now. That chain probably should just come off of there, don't you think?
Yeah, I would agree with that statement. Better here than somewhere else. Huh. Doesn't move a whole lot, does it?
You got a hammer?
I do not, but there is one behind the seat.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Probably what this hammer's for. Oh, that's a good hammer. Yeah. Moving?
Not really.
Not really. I don't want to chew the end off that gear, you know?
Right. I don't want to go freewheeling someplace and have marginal brakes. With the transmission, you can slow it down, but all of a sudden, if your transmission is disconnected, now you got problems.
Yeah. Taking any grease?
Yeah, it's coming out.
Okay. Well, we're letting her run, getting her all warmed up. Got all the lights working on her. It's getting dark and it is cold out. So we're hoping we make it home. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when we get her on the road. We're trying to get some air in these tires. That's easier said than done. Little pump's doing its job, but it's definitely a little pump that could, because these tires all had about 10 to 20 pounds of air in them, and we're trying to get them up to somewhere around 80. So it's taking a little bit of time, but we're getting there. But she is running. Well, it's definitely gotten dark. Dark in a bad way, and we've lost headlights on the truck. There we go. That's good, right? We don't have that one. Yeah, that one's done. We got that headlight though. We're gonna try to drive this home in the darkness, and we don't really have taillights. We don't know if the brakes work. This ranks right up there with sketchy stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be good. All right, we got a headlight again. I think he just went down to the low beam. It's got low beam passenger side, high beam driver's side sometimes. Well, we'll see. Moving. Well, we have gone a ways down the road. I do not think we have brakes. He is driving that thing like it has no brakes. He's doing a lot of gearing down instead of stopping. We did just die right there, so we got it going again. Not really quite sure why it died, but we seem to be moving again. We're going a steady speed of 25 mile an hour. So this regularly 40-minute trip is going to be a lot longer than what we originally would have liked. It's definitely dark out, so awesome sauce. Trailer and truck, the truck that trails. Now, we have stalled out a few times. I'm not quite sure what the issue is. We haven't stopped and talked about it much, but I think it has something to do with this thing does not want to pull itself up hills. I don't think she's running quite right, but she keeps running. He keeps getting her restarted. Hopefully we can get to a good downhill run. I don't know. It's not pulling hills well. And traffic does not appreciate us. But hey, being safe, got the beaconing, and we got the 4-ways on. And the landscape's flashing because, you know, wind turbines. And we're stopped. Not quite sure why, and he's getting out, so we're gonna go figure out why that is. What seems to be the problemo?
Keep jumping out of gear down there.
Oh, that's what we're doing. So what we got going on is we're disengaging in the back, and you get a ratchet strap or something to be able to pull that. So we gotta find some things. Bring it back around. Okay, this shifter is not staying engaged enough to keep it from popping out the rear drive shaft. So we gotta find a way to keep it forward. We're gonna try that now. Well, that's what we're going with. Hopefully it does something. And just like that, magically, it has brake lights. It's a self-healing truck. Not really. It obviously has some issues. Gotta be quick.
I mean, it should run for quite a while off what's in the bowl and the carb.
Yeah. Quick flip of the tank. There was a hole drilled in the top of that lever, and then I could just hook it through the hole.
Right.
Because I feel like the base isn't doing it justice from leverage standpoint.
No.
But that pull strap isn't holding enough tension. So.
Right.
Alright. So our pull strap isn't doing the job, so we're gonna get a ratchet strap. Alright, we're strongs now. That'll be fine. Okay. Alright. Don't die. Alright, the ratchet strap versus the pull strap has definitely done us some favors, because look, we're doing like 30-some mile an hour now. And we're going uphill without stalling out. It's working out great. Lights are self-healing. The tires seem to be kind of getting a little round again. It's less jangly. So, you know, it's coming around. We have a ways to go. Looking any better?
I'm not sure how well this collar is going to work anymore.
Oh. Like it's done bad things?
Yeah, like it's ate itself up pretty good. Let it cool down. I'll try and squirt some grease in it, but the grease isn't the problem. The fork is the problem.
Ah.
So we'll see if it stays in gear now.
Fill our gas tanks up, and then put her the rest of the way down the road. We made it to the gas station at least. So we're only worried about the drive gear. Do we want to ratchet that lever back again?
I think we're gonna have to, maybe not as tight.
Okay. Alright. Well, there's
in it.
a little raggage right there if you want to jam a rag in there versus that paper towel.
Yeah.
Been working this long?
Yeah.
No reason to reinvent the wheel. So we're going to try to boil some grease out of that now that we've let it cool down.
Yeah, we'll try it.
This whole drive shaft that disengages is kind of a horrible idea.
Was a pair of ice grips in here.
Right there. So we're thinking that's brake fluid?
It sure looks that way.
Yep, that's
Coming
what we
from
kind of
that
saw.
direction.
Yeah, definitely coming from that location.
Where's our little homemade funnel piece? There it is.
Well, I mean, it's doing brake stuff, I guess.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda. It's coming out of everywhere, Bill. Definitely looks. Here, let me.
It's not as low as you would think for as much as is on the floor.
Yeah, it's not really. It's kind of foamy, but it was semi-foolish. You can say we added some.
Yeah. I'd like to talk to the Ford engineer that put that there. You can't fill it without a...
It'd be an interesting conversation.
Yeah, it's running everywhere. The seals in the back, I'm sure, are junk. And the fun thing will be is you probably can't get this anymore and you have to rebuild the thing.
Yep, that's how it is on my 56. You can buy a rebuild kit for 150 bucks and hope it works.
Right, that's a universal inch and a quarter bore or whatever it happens to be.
All right,
On the road again.
Now that we're over halfway on this trip, we know we're going to make it the rest of the way because we just keep plugging along. Let's talk about what got us here and why we're touching this truck at all. This truck actually belongs to my friend's father-in-law's uncle. And they've been paying for storage on this thing for a lot of years. So he made the deal that he would actually store the vehicle for them so they wouldn't have to pay for it. He doesn't have ownership of it. They still own it, but he's actually going to keep it, get it fixed up, and then utilize it to use it as essentially a display piece to show younger people of the ag community how things used to be done. It's a perfect time capsule of how work used to be completed with general equipment that may look a little ridiculous, but it actually got the job done with hard work and ingenuity. And we could have definitely driven this thing home in the daytime, maybe when it was a little safer. But at the end of the day, without putting this thing on a semi-trailer and hauling it, this was the only way it was going to get done. And sometimes when you bite onto that big steak, you just gotta chew. All in all, it's a really humbling experience to put something like this back on the road, figure it out, get it going, and just get it back to where it can be seen and appreciated for what it was.
Well, it made it.
Made it.
Going like 40 on that last stretch there.
Yeah, I'm cold. I'm ready to go home.
Sending it.
Hungry.
You want your hazard sign or your fuel pump? Okay.
I found a place where the slow moving sign goes.
Oh. Is that where it goes? Oh yeah, that's the other bracket I was looking for. I was looking for you, bracket. Nah.
And if you've made it this far, we really appreciate it. So, like, share, subscribe, and like always,
Okay.
have a good day.